Hello, everybody. I'm Elijah,
I'm Cindy.
and welcome to another edition of
Unadulting.
Unadulting. Today's Unadulting movie review is what, Cindy?
Beguiled.
We went to go see Beguiled. And let me tell you, I was beguiled too.
You were beguiled because Kristen Dunst was in it.
Oh, man. Let me go explain what this movie is about so we can get to what Cindy is talking about. Okay, so Beguiled is about, if you've read the book, it's a classic book about they find a Union soldier in the middle of the forest, and the little girl, when she's picking up mushrooms, decides to bring the soldier home with the mushrooms.
To an all-girls boarding home, basically.
Right. And that's where the sparks fly at. So basically you have 7 women living in a house, and a man shows up.
That's a good premise to a story. And 4 of them are coming of age. Besides the teacher. The teacher's already of age, but the 3 other girls are actually coming of age.
Coming of age.
There's younger girls in it, but they don't really play a part in that aspect.
Right. So, but the story is good. It's a classic story. This time it was done by Sofia Coppola, of course, Francis Ford Coppola's daughter, the man that gave us Leave the Gun, Take the Cannoli. Leave the Gun, Take the Cannoli, Cindy.
I don't know that one. Oh, yeah, I do. Anyways, since we're not talking about that movie, I would like to point out that it is an all-white cast in the middle of the Civil War. Now, mind you, they do reconcile why there are no black patrons or African American, if we want to be PC about it. What do you have to say about that, my dear?
Well, frankly, dear, I don't give a damn what they have to say.
Should really use the Italian term.
Hey, we might as well keep the Coppola thing going.
That is true.
Yeah. Oh, but okay, let's just talk about the pluses on this movie. We'll go with the positive stuff first. Very well shot. We have Sofia Coppola doing something that only Robert Redford and a guy that's local in Sacramento named Mike Carroll will even risk to do, which is use natural lighting through the whole movie. And it looks so gorgeous. She's using an RE lightweight cam, and it just blows everything away. I can see it getting technical Oscars for lighting and DP work.
Yes.
I mean, it is amazing when it comes to that outreach. Second, the story is a complete story. You're there. It's only an hour and 40 minutes. You get a complete story. Everything is there from top to bottom, and everything is covered. And I think that's great. Nicole Kidman shows us why she is still one of the top paid actresses in Hollywood and how she can just make a role her own. And I also like color symbolism, how they always kept Nicole Kidman in white. That was cool.
They really did keep her. Well, she was a teacher.
You're right.
They had to show
They kept her in white.
Yeah, they showed not dominance,
right?
But who was head of the class.
And it must have been before Labor Day when this movie was shot.
Labor Day didn't count yet. So those are the positives. The negatives.
The negatives? You really want to go there? There's only one. There's probably 2 big glaring negatives in this movie. And this is what kills it. Kirsten Dunst. So whoever is the casting director of this movie should be fired. Absolutely fired. You know, this is probably Kirsten Dunst's first outing since Hidden Figures. But she worked in Hidden Figures. You know why? Because she was ugly inside and out in that movie. Mm-hmm. So this movie, I don't get it.
And the intimacy scene between Kirsten Dunst and Colin Farrell. Whoa.
You know,
I've seen a lot of movies in my years.
I've seen a lot of movies in my life, yeah, like that. But this one made me throw up in my mouth.
I think a lot of people thought that way.
I actually started laughing in the theater.
As did a lot of people in this theater.
Yes. It made me throw up. Some of the stuff that Colin Farrell told Kirsten Dunst made me throw up. Because it was Kirsten Dunst.
And don't it is Kirsten Dunst. She was good as a young actress. She was good at teenage angst movies. But as a serious role, I wouldn't cast her in this movie because it was supposed to show a serious side and it became more of a comedy than it became a serious.
Right. If they would have had somebody else but Kirsten Dunst, I would say that this movie could have been probably top 10, top 20 of the year, you think?
Probably. Maybe.
But I think Kirsten Dunst's presence on that screen ruined it.
And I realized the star power they were going for, or that they are going for, but they have so many better quality actresses at this time that they don't need to use. They did not need to use Kirsten Dunst. But everybody else in the film actually worked where they were at. Right. Even the younger one, and I forget what her name is, that found the soldier. She was in
Bad Moms. Jungle Book.
She was in the Jungle Book too.
Right.
She was in the Jungle Book. No, it wasn't the Jungle Book. She was in the other one, Tarzan. She was in that new Tarzan. Then she became in Bad Moms, and she played a really good role in that time era. Like she fit that time era. And everybody in that film actually fit that time era. Kirsten Dunst did not.
Right. And Kirsten Dunst is just, I think it just killed it for me.
Agreed. It became a comedy. It was a joke.
Right.
From that point on.
Especially how good Colin Farrell is. And Colin Farrell's always been good. And I say he's one of, out of the working actors right now, I would say top 20. He's always still going to be top 20 actors.
Yeah.
And if you put Colin Farrell with somebody, you need a better star like that. And
star power.
Star power. Right. Mm-hmm. So that was it. I mean, it's like Sofia Coppola's all of her work is just went down the drain.
Because of one actress. And that star power that she thinks she still holds. And she does not hold that star power.
Right.
So, overall,
we'll go ahead and tell you, we'll wrap it up and say, don't take your kids.
Mm-mm. It's not an under 16 movie. So don't bring kids under the age of 16. Let's see what else.
It got an R rating, but there's boobies.
There's no body parts.
Parts.
No vulgarity, except for maybe 2 words in the whole movie. There is a couple of war wound scenes.
Right.
So that's what made it. That's what gave it the rating that it did. That and the intimacy scene, I will say, or the lack of, or however you wanted it. When you see it, you'll understand.
I'm going to throw up in my mouth again.
Stop throwing up. The act itself, but I say maybe a B- in my book for this movie.
Yeah, B- in this movie. I could easily give this movie an A. Say it's one of the top 20 best movies of the year if it wasn't for Kirsten Dunst.
And that's all we have for this movie for this time.
So just keep. Oh, you forgot that you can't. The nasty factor is a 7.
It is a 7.
It is a 7. So.
Okay, a 7 on the nasty scale.
It's 7 on the nasty scale. So you have to realize it. If you want to go to a date night movie, this is your movie. It's not a long, short runtime. Not too short, not too long. Just right. Mm-hmm. And just remember that going in. And this is definitely, I'm going to rate this a chick flick.
Definitely a chick flick.
It is a chick flick. Yeah, one more thing before we sign out. We forgot to talk about all those nasty squatters at these screenings. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Chairs.
You need to learn how to stop bringing your chairs and your dinner and camping out.
It's not Black Friday.
Yep, it's not Black Friday. learn how to come to a screening and have some manners.
Thank you.
Because you don't have any manners. It's always the same people. We see the same 4 people at every screening. It's like they have no lives. Sorry, I hated to go there.
And mind cutting from these
same
4 people. Just saying.
Joe, so, you guys need to stop. And I'm going to give a shout out to Century Theaters for stopping this, not letting people line up until an hour before screening. So, shout out to you there. All right.
Signing out.
Signing out.
I'm Cindy.
I'm Elijah.
And this is Unadulting.
All right.